So in this transverse lunge, we're going to start introducing rotational forces to the knee. What we're going to do is we're going to start with the feet together. The first step is taking that step out to the side. If I'm facing this way right now, by the end of that lunge, I need to be facing you guys at the camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my left foot and I'm going to be pointing it towards the direction that I'm trying to go. From here, my weight shifts onto this left side and I'm going to lower myself into a lunge pattern, and then I'm going to push off through this knee as well as this hip and all the way back. So again, it looks like this. Big things to keep in mind is that as you're going here, your goal is that you're going to control your body during the turn. You're not going to let your body overturn you, nor are you going to let your knee dive in when you're coming out of it. So you want to keep your knee over your toes the entire time and learn that as you're kicking off, you're not going to push out this way, but you're going to imagine someone pushing against your knee. You're going to be pushing out against your knee to come back, like that. So in the curtsy lunge, our goal is to start introducing rotational forces to our knee. In this example, I'm going to be primarily focused on my left leg. So first, your feet are going to start equal width apart in a normal standing position. From here, you're going to put your other leg back, kind of like doing a curtsy. So it's not going to be back directly behind me, but actually back in an angle like so. The big key is that even though I'm putting my foot back here, I'm still trying to keep the majority of my weight on my front leg. So as I transition back, I'm not going to be taking a step and putting my weight behind me. I'm going to be keeping it forward on this leg. After I get in position here, I'm slowly going to bend at my hip as well as my knee. And then I'm going to be using primarily my butt muscle to drive me out of there back to the starting position. So it's going to look like this. You're going to feel a lot of your butt muscles engaging, especially a lot of stretching at the bottom. You're going to notice the torsion at the knee is very normal and very safe as well. So with the anterior lunge, we're going to be primarily working on one leg. In this example, I'm going to be choosing my right leg. We're going to start with the feet together. You're going to take a step with that right leg out in front, shift your weight onto that right leg, and you're going to let your back knee drop, but your weight stays here. You're going to feel a lot of this front thigh working on top in your quad, as well as the butt and the glutes in the back. And then from here, you're going to push off using this leg back to your starting position. So from the front, this is what it looks like. Some big keys is as you're stepping, you want to keep your knee tracking directly over your toes like this. You don't necessarily want the knee to dive in, nor do you want it to dive out. So you're keeping it right above. This next exercise is a lateral or sideways lunge. So we're going to start with the feet together like so. You're going to take a step out to the desired side of the leg you want to strengthen. Then you're going to slowly shift some of your weight to this left side. I'm shifting about 70, 80, even 90% of the weight on this side, and then I'm going to push off. Again, coming over here, shifting weight to the side. Notice that my hip, my knee, and my ankle stay in really good alignment. I'm not letting my knee go out, and I'm definitely not letting my knee go in. Keeping good alignment and coming back. From the side, it's going to look like this, sinking in, coming back. Again, it's an even bend between my hip and my knee here. I'm not overly bending the knee, I'm not only bending the hip, combination of the two, and then come back. This exercise is a posterior or backwards lunge. What we're going to be doing, we're going to take a step back, then you're going to sink into your front leg and come back. Think about this, think about putting about 70 to 80% of your weight on your front leg while doing this. So while you are stepping back and there is weight on your back leg, majority of the weight is on your front leg is doing all the work. And you come back. As you come back, make sure your knee stays above your ankle, not going out, definitely not going in, which is a big mistake, keeping it here and pushing back up. You will feel your glutes as well as your quads working. Again, from the side, stepping back, weight on the front leg, and back.